guys, Autumn here today for my ReadORAMA round 12 wrap up and my March week 2 wrap up. Also, I wanted to say happy St. Patty's Day to everyone who celebrates it. I'm really excited to eat some corned beef tonight and yummy stuff. So I read 8 books in this week. So I completed 6 out of the 7 challenges. The only challenge I did not complete was read a host book pick, and I completed every other challenge. And yes, so I'm going to start with the two, the Read Me Romance book and the another Kindle book, and then all the other books I have physical copy of. So yes, the first one was the Instant Connection, which was the Read Me Romance podcast by Melanie Moreland. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars. This was the first book by her that I've read. This is very instant lovey, so if you're not a fan of that, I would not suggest this. 3 out of 5 stars. This follows Mandy and Mitch, and they meet at a bus stop, and yes, very instant lovey, but I did like it. Then I read Thick by Alexa Riley, which came out on the 13th. This was on Kindle Limited. It's 99 cents. This follows Tiny and Bull, and I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs, they're outside. If you've read any Alexa Riley books, you know this is a quick and enjoyable read, and I really enjoyed it. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars, and yeah, and they're neighbors. And those are the 2 Kindle books I read, and then now onto the physical books. The first one is Entice Me by Kelly Elliott, which was to read your most anticipated book on your TBR. This came out on Friday the 8th. Yeah, Friday the 8th. This is book 2 in the Austen Singles series. And I got it on Kindle. I don't have it on audio yet, but I did get a signed copy, which you get to see a sneak peek in my March haul. I got this on Monday. Yeah. So I read this. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This follows Carolina or Kylan and Nash. Maybe. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. And I really enjoyed this. And yes, highly recommend. But yeah, now I can't really remember this other than I know they were snowed in. And yeah, because I read a lot of books this week. So then the next book I read was Ruin, which was a reread. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This is Kirsten and Wes. I listened to this on audio, and I just love this book. I don't want to go into too much because I feel like this book is better not knowing what's it about. It's a new adult book, and yes, it might have some trigger warnings. Kirsten is dealing with some anxiety and stuff like that, so just be aware. Then I read Toxic, which is book 2 in the Ruin series. This follows Gabe and Sailor. 5 out of 5 stars. Again, this might have some trigger warnings. This book is so heartbreaking. All of these books deal with heavy topics in this series, so just be aware. But it was just, yes, I love this book. 5 out of 5 stars, and highly recommend. Then I read Fearless, which is book 2.5, which was the shortest book on your TBR. This was for book you meant to read in 2018, and this was just read 7 books. And this was the shortest, as I said. This is a novella about Kirsten and West. 5 out of 5 stars. Listen to it on audio. Then I have Shame by Rachel Van Dyken, book 3.3 in the Ruin series. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This follows Lisa and Tristan, and this might be the most heartbreaking book in the series, and this one does have trigger warning too. Lisa was in a abusive relationship, so it's her trying to move on from that. And yes, so just be aware. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, loved it, and highly recommend this series. I listened to this on audio too, so. And then the last book I read was Look the Part by Joel E. Ann. This was the last book I read. I started reading this, and then I finished all my audiobooks for the week. So I decided to buy it on audio and finish, because I tend to read faster listening to the audio, because I listen to it at like 3.5 speed or 4 speed sometimes, so it goes a little quicker. And I really enjoyed this. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This was the first book by her that I've read, and this was also a romance reveal book. And this met the challenge of blindly pick a book off of your TBR. So in that video, my TBR, I used random.org, and I put 100, I think it was 121 romance reveal books that I have that are unread, and the random number was 78, and this was number 78. And I really enjoyed this. This follows Ellen, or Ellie, who is a musical therapist, and Flint, who is a lawyer, and a landlord, and he lets Ellie rent an office of his, and he doesn't realize that she was a musical therapist that actually plays like music instruments, and it was just too loud for him. He also has an autistic son that he is raising by himself because something tragic happened. And yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, and definitely will be picking up more books by her. And yes, highly recommend. Those are the 8 books I read in the last week. I am currently rereading How to Date a Douchebag: The Studying Hours by Sarah Nye. The Buzzwordathon starts tomorrow. So yes, I read so many books this last week, and hopefully I can keep it up for next week. If you want a full review on any of those, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to. If you've read any of these, what did you think of them? And if you participated in the ReadORAMA round 12 readathon, how well did you do? And if you're participating in the Buzzwordathon, what do you plan on reading? And I'll see you guys later. Bye!